France fires back, and this time it's personal. Emmanuel Macron publicly takes on Donald Trump after remarks that cross the line from politics into private life.
Macron, whose wife treats him extremely badly.
During a high-profile visit to South Korea, standing beside Brigitte Macron, Macron doesn't hold back, delivering a sharp, cutting response.
They don't deserve a reply.
Branding Trump's comments inappropriate and far below the standards of leadership.
The remarks I heard, which you refer to, are neither elegant nor appropriate. There. So I will not respond to them. They don't deserve a reply.
His words are blunt and clearly aimed, making his position unmistakably clear.
What we must do is to act for de-escalation, for a ceasefire, for the resumption of negotiations, which alone can truly resolve the deep-seated issues at play in the region, and which are crucial for the stability of all our partners, and indeed for all of us. And also for the restoration of free movement, the re-establishment of economic exchanges that we desperately need, because today, these are our fellow citizens. It is all of us who are the victims of the consequences of this war.
The reaction comes just hours after Trump, during a private lunch in Washington, D.C., mocked the French president while recounting a phone call between the two leaders.
Then I call up France, Macron, whose wife treats him extremely badly. And
But it's what Trump allegedly said next that has sparked outrage. According to accounts of the exchange, Trump claimed that Brigitte Macron treats him extremely badly, dragging Macron's personal life into the spotlight.
still recovering from the right to the jaw. And I say, Emmanuel, we'd love to have some help in the Gulf, even though we're setting records and knocking out bad people and knocking out ballistic missiles. We'd love to have some help. If you could you please send ships immediately? No. We cannot do that, Donald. We can do that after the war is won. I said, no, I don't need after the war is won, Emmanuel. Many of them said, we'll be there after the war is completed.
The comment appears to reference a viral moment from May 2025 during Macron's visit to Vietnam, where a video showed Brigitte seemingly pushing his face as they stepped off their aircraft. At the time, Macron firmly dismissed the clip as disinformation, insisting the moment was lighthearted and that the couple was simply joking. But the resurfacing of that moment, now tied to Trump's remarks, has reignited scrutiny and added fuel to an already tense narrative. And this isn't an isolated swipe. Trump has previously taken jabs at Macron, including a remark at Davos, where he mocked the French leader's visible black eye, even turning it into a sunglasses joke.
Emmanuel Macron, I watched him yesterday with those beautiful sunglasses. What the hell happened?
U.S. President Donald Trump took the internet back to Shovegate after mocking French President Emmanuel Macron's sunglasses and turning a fashion choice into fresh global comedy. Speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos on January 22, Trump zeroed in on Macron's aviator shades, worn during a speech a day earlier. "I watched him yesterday with those beautiful sunglasses," Trump said. Then came the punchline. What the hell happened? Instantly, the internet filled in the blanks.
Because basically America was subsidizing every nation in the world. Because presidents allowed them to get away with it. It became very tough. So when I called up Emmanuel Macron, I watched him yesterday with those beautiful sunglasses. What the hell happened? But I watched him sort of be tough. but he was at $10 for a pill. And I said, Emmanuel, and I have all the big pharmaceutical companies are in total agreement. It wasn't easy, by the way. They're tough, smart. They've been getting away with the scam for a long time. But they gave it up. But they said, you'll never get the countries to approve it. I said, why is that? Because they won't. They always said, we're not paying any more. Get the rest for the United States. So over the years, they stayed the same. We just went up, up, up. And I mean, we would pay 13, 14, 15 times more than certain countries would. So I said, no, they'll approve it 100%. Sir, you'll never get them to approve it. I said, I guarantee you. But I actually started with Emmanuel, who probably is in the room too. And I like him. I actually like him. Hard to believe, isn't it? And I said, Emmanuel.
Macron had walked on stage in Top Gun-style aviators, indoors, triggering questions, theories, and memes. Macron's office later said the sunglasses were worn to protect his eyes due to a burst blood vessel, but the explanation did little to stop online speculation. Social media quickly revived Shovegate, the May 2024 incident in Vietnam, where an Associated Press video appeared to show Brigitte Macron's hands pushing the president as he stepped out of an aircraft in Hanoi.
We do believe that we need more growth, we need more stability in this world. But we do prefer respect to bullies, we do prefer science to plotism, and we do prefer rule of law to brutality. You're welcome in Europe, and you are more than welcome to France.
In Davos, it turns out even sunglasses can start a geopolitical storm.
Basically, America was subsidizing every nation in the world because presidents allowed them to get away with it. It became very tough. So when I called up Emmanuel Macron, I watched him yesterday with those beautiful sunglasses. What the hell happened? But I watched him sort of be tough. But he was at $10 for a pill. And I said, Emmanuel, and I have all the big pharmaceutical companies are in total agreement. It wasn't easy, by the way. They're tough, smart. They've been getting away with the scam for a long time. But they gave it up. But they said, you'll never get the countries to approve it. I said, why is that? Because they won't. They always said, we're not paying any more. Get the rest for the United States. So over the years, they stayed the same. We just went up, up, up. And I mean, we would pay 13, 14, 15 times more than certain countries would. So I said, no, they'll approve it 100%. Sir, you'll never get them to approve it. I said, I guarantee you. But I actually started with Emmanuel, who probably is in the room too. And I like him. I actually like him. Hard to believe, isn't it? And I said, Emmanuel, you're going to have to lift the price of that pill to $20, maybe $30. Think of that. That means it's a doubling of prescription drugs. Might be a tripling, might be a quadrupling. It's not easy. No, 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 Donald, I will not do that. I said, yes, you will, 100%. He said, no, no, no. You're asking me to double. I said, Emmanuel, you've been taking advantage of the United States for 30 years with prescription drugs. You really should do it, and you will do it. I have no doubt. In fact, I am 100% sure you're going to. No, 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 I will not do it. Because yes, in all fairness to him, he has to double or triple. Because the world being a bigger place than the United States, it's not that you meet in the middle. You just have to go up some, and we come down a lot. They go up a little, we come down a lot. So we're at $130, they're at 10. So they may have to go to 20 or 30. No more than that. I said, Emmanuel, you're going to be doubling or tripling? No, no, no. I said, here's the story, Emmanuel. The answer is you're going to do it fast. And if you don't, I'm putting a 25% tariff on everything that you sell into the United States and a 100% tariff on your wines and champagnes. And that's about 10 times more than what I'm requesting. And you're going to do it. I don't want to go public with it, but you may make me do that. No, no, Donald, I will do it. I will do it. It took me, on average, 3 minutes a country, saying the same thing. You will do it. They all said, no, 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 I will not do it. You're asking me to double the cost of prescription. I said, that's right, because you've been screwing us for 30 years. And they said, we will not do it. I said, that's all right. On Monday morning, we're putting a 25, 30, 50, I gave different numbers for different countries. This is also national security we're talking about.